Hi there guys, it's me again, Tom, doing another tutorial video, and this time we're going to do how to build out and deploy a fairly basic post-purchase checkout extension. So post-purchase checkout extension is when the customers complete their order and we're going to give them an upsell right before they get to the thank you page. The brilliant thing about this new feature of Shopify, if you know how to deploy it, is that because the customer's already paid, we don't have to process them twice. With the post-purchase checkout extension app, we can just use the card details already used and process it through the same exact order, which in terms of UI UX journey and customer experience and the conversion rate as well, it's just brilliant in terms of all of that. So I'm currently building this for a current client, and I'm using this as my test store. So what I need to do is uninstall this app, because what I will do is use the app test that we've used in the previous videos to do this with you guys. So let me just quickly uninstall this custom app. I'm not going to give a reason. So here's my test store. Make sure you've got a test store, guys. Highly recommend. Do not do it on a live store because there's loads of things that can go wrong. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been there, done that, learned from my mistakes. So please set up a test store. Now, this link I will post in the description so you guys have it. This is Shopify's tutorial guide to get started with post-purchase checkout extensions. I'm going to let you know that this page from the 9th of Jan has some issues with it in terms of the code that they're about to provide. But this is why I'm doing the video, to let you know what changes you might have to make. But all in all, 99% of it is wicked. Can I also let you know, up here, this kind of pre-warning, this is in beta stage, however you pronounce it. So make sure if you're deploying this for one of your actual live clients, first of all, make sure they're a Shopify Plus client. And then second of all, make sure you've requested access from Shopify, which you can read here, for that actual client, for that store, before you deploy it. Otherwise, you're going to run into major issues and your client will probably be unhappy. So let's not do that. Again, if you're just doing this for fun, learning how to code, or just learning, then you don't really have to worry about that. Just make sure you've got a Shopify partner account and you've got a test store. Again, we explained that in previous videos, which I'll put the link as well in the description. What you'll learn, again, learn how to upload and develop a post-purchase checkout, so we won't go through any of that. Requirements, again, we've gone through that when we built our basic remix template in a previous video. Again, I'll put the link below in the description. So step one, we want to create the extension in our current remix template app. So this is the one we've been using on previous videos. So if we just copy and paste that code. So I'm pretty sure this bit, it goes name and then my post-purchase UI extension. That's what the name is going to be. Again, I haven't changed it because this is just a tutorial. But please, if it's for an actual live client, please name it something appropriate. Copy and paste that into here. I'm going to pick JavaScript React. Again, you guys pick language and template that you're familiar and happy with. JavaScript React is probably going to be suitable for most people, if I'm quite honest. So whilst that loads, I'm just going to let you know and share my GitHub repo for this video. I will share this in the description as well, because I kind of want you guys to have this, because it would be easier for you guys just to copy and paste or clone the repo and mess around with it that way. I'm going to use it just because I need to copy and paste some bits later on, which are in. I'm just just getting them ready whilst our thing downloads. Right, that should do. So let's scroll down. The next step is to install the dependency JSON Web Token UID. This is going to take care of the web token needed when the post-purchase checkout app loads on the front end for the customer. So we're going to copy that, and hopefully, yep, our extension has been installed, so we can install that dependency. So we'll let that install as well. Again, as long as you get success, there's nothing to do, guys. No need to be worried. So let's keep this moving. Step 2, npm run dev. Right, cool. So if we go npm run dev, sorry guys, this shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Yeah. So this will now give us a link which we can now use. Yeah, so here we go, which we can now use to preview our extension in our store. So again, because I've already installed it into the my test store, all I need to do here is press P to preview in browser. So I'm going to preview that in the browser. Now, what we need to do here, which it does explain in the documentation here, but I'm going to run through it with you, is click on this little button / link here. And it says install Shopify's Chrome browser extension. So I've obviously already got it installed, but if you click on that link and install this into your browser, make sure you pin it up here as well. It's just really useful to have when developing these. So I'm going to go out of that because I've already installed it. And then what I'm going to do is copy and paste this link here. I'm going to click on this Chrome extension here. And if you click on options, it will open what you need to keep for. It will open the another URL which you will need to keep open when developing on local mode for this post-purchase checkout. So the link it gave me here, I copied it and I pasted it into here. Just give that a refresh. It refreshes every 30 seconds anyway, so there's no need to worry about that. Now, what we can do, I'm pretty sure, is we can preview that in our store. So if I go to my test store, add that into my checkout. I'm just going to skip this video bit just so I can hide my details. Right, guys, so now if I enter in my bogus details, bogus card details to do a test transaction, just so you know, if you put 1 into the card number, put any name, put any date in the future, and make sure you put something like 222 in security code, doesn't really matter. And then go to pay now, you can put through a test transaction on a bogus gateway. So let's press pay. And now we should theoretically see a page like this, which is the template for the post-purchase checkout. Obviously, this has no product, has no functionality in it, but it's just the template Shopify gave us when we downloaded it. But you can clearly see the functionality and the kind of journey is working at the moment. So what we need to do from here, we'll close that down. We don't need that for the moment. And let's scroll down. So is to copy and paste the UI elements into the front end aspect of that app. So what we need to do is go into our Visual Studio Code. We need to find extensions. This is the name of its extension. We named it My Purchase UI Extension. And then go to source and then index.js. what we're simply going to do is just copy and delete all that, and then we're going to paste in the code that Shopify gives us. Again, we need to edit this, so we need to edit it to here. First of all, for local development, the URL, which again, guys, you can find here because it changes every time. Copy and paste that there and save. And we scroll past this bit and we need to go on to the next step. Again, just so you know, on step 3 and throughout these steps, Shopify explains how each of this code works. So for this first bit, what it's doing is sending a post request to our API server to get the offers that we're going to provide to our customer on the post purchase. Again, I'll show you where that is kept shortly. Again, this bit is just describing how when the post purchase gets selected, how it needs to calculate the different price on the new order, well, not the new order, the current order, but with the new price and the new product, with shipping, etc. So yeah. So our next step is to copy and paste the offers we will be providing to our customer. This file we will need to change as well in the future because we're going to do something a little bit more complex in this video. If I go back to VSC, and what I need to do is create a file called offer, is that 3s? Yeah, offer.server.js, paste in that. Again, Shopify describes and instructs you what's going on in each step. What you will need to do is change the product image file and the variant ID for these. What I'm going to do, just to make my life easier, is to copy and paste this. Copy and paste. Save. And then what we're doing. So that's that bit. That's essentially where we keep all our offers. So as you can see, title, product title, and then the variant ID, quantity, discount applied to that offer. And essentially, if we scroll back up, this is where it's getting it from, like I described earlier. So now we're into that step. This, we can ignore this. It's essentially just telling us that we can essentially automate that, because at the moment this is hard coded, obviously the offers, and in a separate video I will show you guys how we can use GraphQL and other techniques to pull products from our store and display the product upsells onto the post-purchase without it being hard-coded. So we've got a bit more of a content management system in place for our client. So now we need to create 2 more files, and then we can start getting into the complex, well, the slightly more complex feature that I want to show you guys. We need to go into our routes directory and create a api.offer.jx file, and then we also need to create an api.assign change set file. So let's just copy that. Go to routes, new file, copy and paste that. I'm just going to quickly create both of the files now because I think it'll be quicker. And and then copy and paste their contents in. So copy and paste that into API offer. And just so you know, guys, there's a problem with this file. And there's a problem with this file from the 9th of Jan, and before, obviously. I don't know when you're watching this video, it might have been fixed by now, or they've changed the documentation on here. But I'll show you where the problem is, and it's here. And it is here. I have let Shopify know, so hopefully they update their documentation. So essentially, the API offer.jx is the functionality that is just going to get authentication from our backend store to pull the offers through from our server, and then also the changes made, and then post those to the front end of the app. So let me just quickly show you where the problem is. So await authenticate.public. This needs to be authenticate.public checkout. So this, again, you can find this in my GitHub repo. And then the same with checkout. And let me just double check they're the same, yeah. So that will fix that. And then what I also want to do is, actually no, we'll get on site later. So I think now what we can do is, let's preview that in our store. Oh, we've already got that open, haven't we? Let's preview that in our store, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he says, that should display some sort of product in the post-purchase. Again, at this point, we should get some sort of console log in our terminal. So we've already got an issue, so 500 error, because I didn't change this one down here as well. So we save that. And there's one here as well. So sorry, there's two areas in this documentation that we needed to change here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reload this page, and hopefully we should get another. There we go. Look, so we've got a 200 response from our request to API offer. So, moment of truth. Hopefully when I press buy now, I should get some sort of product that pops up that looks a bit more like a post-purchase upsell page. So let's click on pay now. And there you are. So it's a lovely picture of a bar of soap. As you can see here, we can now decline or pay now. So add this product to our order for 50% off. You can see it's applied the discount. So we just go pay now. And you see that's been applied to the order. So let's close that. And now what I want to do is to be able to offer the customer a second product if they decline the first upsell. So we call this a downsell. So obviously you've got upsell, but if someone declines it, we also want to offer them a downsell. It's a great strategy to carry out for your clients or your own store. And you can A/B test this as well, which I do highly recommend, and we'll cover that on other videos as well. But let's go through the method to do this. So what we need to do first of all is apply more hard-coded products to our offer server. Again, guys, I'm just going to, for the sake of time and ease, I'm just going to copy and paste this file from my repo. Again, all I'm doing really is just filling this out for a second product, which we'll see in a minute. So yeah, you can see my second product here. I haven't really been very original with this. I've just called it second, product title second. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure it's the same image as well. I'm just pretty sure I changed the discount to 90%. I was just testing it to make sure it works, and there's no need to do anything else. So guys, what we need to do now is we need to turn this into actual functionality that works. So guys, what we need to do now is apply that offer.server.js product information and turn it into some sort of functionality so we can, when someone declines, we can offer a new product. So I'm going to make this very, very straightforward for you guys. So there's two functions here on this index.js. There's the accept offer, which is quite self-explanatory. Again, sends a post request to sign change set, which will make the changes to the post purchase. And await, apply change set, token, done. There is also another part of this, which is the decline offer, which at the moment goes straight to done, which is essentially what this functionality does is redirect the customer to the thank you page, the order status page. We want to change this so when they decline the first offer, actually it regenerates the second product, so the Downsell product. And then if they press decline again, it will go to the done function, which would redirect them to the thank you page. So we're, for arguments, for time's sake anyway, we're going to just copy and paste the code that I've already built for this, which, if I can get my stuff together, I'll find down here. So essentially, all you want to do is copy and paste this, and let me run through it with you, because there is another bit we have to copy and paste as well from my GitHub repo. So first of all, we are checking if there's any other offers, and if there is, then we are resetting the current offer index, which is another functionality we need to copy and paste above. And then we are reloading it so it displays that. So we scroll up, we go back to my GitHub repo, and we scroll up and search for set current offer index. We want to get this part of the code, copy and paste that, and just replace this bit. So const purchase option equals offers 1, which again is just pulling off the offer 0, which is just pulling through the first offer that it gets from offer.server, essentially, and we want to replace it with this. So there is currently a bit more functionality going on here where we are still pulling the offers from office.server here, basically all this code. But now we've got a bit of functionality going on here where we are going to index the offer that is currently being displayed, which means when we get to this bit, first of all, if there is a current offer, more offers to be displayed, then we go straight to this. +1, we add it, and we can keep going through more and more accepts and declines. And if there is nothing left, then we go to the thank you page. So I hope that makes sense. But let me show you actually it working. So if we go to our store again, add item to cart. So guys, now I've entered in the card details and gone onto the post-purchase checkout. You will see now the same screen which you've seen before, but fingers crossed, touch wood, that if we press decline, you'll see some of this information will change. And now we've got a second product, so a downsell offer. And then what we can do is pay now. And you can see that downsell offer has now gone into the cart. So, yeah, guys, that's a guide to launching your first post-purchase checkout extension. Obviously, you still got to deploy it, but we can cover deploying apps in a future video. But yeah, I hope that's been helpful, guys. Please leave a comment or anything if you've got any recommendations on future videos. Brilliant. Thank you, guys.